Hello everyone, welcome back to the CSA practice series, and this is part 8. By now this series has already covered a large number of exam pattern questions, and if you have been practicing regularly, you are getting very close to the level required to clear the ServiceNow CSA exam in one attempt. Many viewers use this series as their final practice before the exam, so make sure you go through these questions seriously and even revisit the earlier parts. In this video, we will continue with another set of practice questions to further test your knowledge. Also, I would like to hear from you. Would you like me to create a similar practice series for the ServiceNow CAD exam as well? Let me know in the comment section. And if you are new here, consider subscribing to the Glide Script channel for more ServiceNow learning and certification preparation videos. Alright, let's start with part 8. For this part, the question number 1 is the problem underscore task table extends which table? There is no table such as problem underscore task, the first option. It does not extend any table, task or problem. These four options are given and you will have to select the correct option. And the correct answer is the task. We will verify it in the PDI. I will open this table, problem underscore task. You can see this extend task table. So the table label is the problem task, name problem underscore task is the name of this table, and then it extend task table. Let's move to the next question. Which one of the following is not a type of visual task board? There are four options given and the correct answer is feature. The option number 3, feature is not a type of visual task board. So the freeform, flexible and guided are the some common types of visual task board. Move to the next question. A group can contain a nested group. Is it true or false? It is a true statement because a group can indeed contain a nested group. Next question is what records can be created when placing an order in service catalog? Select 3 answers. Out of 5 you will have to select 3 correct options, and those 3 correct options are requested item, SC underscore request underscore item, REQ underscore item, then catalog task, C underscore task, and then request, SC underscore request. Let's move to the next question. How is it possible for a non-administrator to develop and deploy applications on the Now platform? Read all options very carefully, and the correct option is the last one, use delegated development and deployment application. Next question is who can access to schema maps, tables and column modules? ITIL user, end user, approver or administrator? And the correct option is the administrator. Last option is the correct one. Next question is when you have subject field on email notification as well as on the notification template, which one will appear on the sent email? And there are 4 options given and the correct option is subject from the email notification. In ServiceNow, when you have a subject defined both in the email notification and the notification template, then the subject from the email notification take precedence and will be used in the sent email. Remember this concept. Move to the next question. What does the attachment functionality in a knowledge base article do? And the correct option is it provides a choice of adding documents as attachments. Next is which of the following is possible via an inbound action? There are 4 options given. There are 2 options are correct. The second one is sends an email notification, and the last one, modifying existing records, are the correct options. What is a ServiceNow event? 4 options are given. Read each and every options very carefully, and the correct option is the number 3. It is an indication to the ServiceNow processes that sometimes notable has occurred. For example, approving a request, workflow, etc. Option number 3 is the correct. And the next question is when can SLAs include actions be triggered in ServiceNow instance? breached, completed, in progress, anytime. And the correct answer is anytime, because the SLA actions can be configured to trigger at any point in the SLA lifecycle. Next question is, what is a module and application in the example? Given here incident and then create new. If I'll come in my PDI and if I'll type incident, so it is asking incident and create new, what these are. And the correct option is incident is an application and create new is a module. So this incident is application name and create new is a module. Similarly, if I'll type problem, so problem is the application and this create new assigned to me open, these are the module in the problem application. Next question is, which of the following concepts are associated with the ServiceNow CMDB? Choose 4. Out of 5, you'll have to select 4 correct options. And those 4 correct options are service processes, tables and fields, a database, and the last one, the dependency view. These are associated with this ServiceNow CMDB. Let's move to the next question. What details does a knowledge article hold? Select all that apply. And the correct options are known errors, user solutions, troubleshooting tips. These 3 options are the correct one. Next question is it true that system upgrade schedule auto updates an existing mid server to the latest build on a ServiceNow instance? Correct answer is false. It is a false statement. Let's move to the next question. What related tables does the schema map show? And the correct option is class extension or reference. Next is form context menu provides a graphical representation of other tables related to a specific table. Is it a true statement or false? It is a false statement. Next question is, resetting the list layout globally will override personal preferences. Is it a true or false statement? It is a true statement. In ServiceNow, when you reset the list layout globally, it overrides all personal list layout preferences that individual user may have configured. Next question is, when relating to a task SLA time-based field, the bridge time is the same as planned end time. Is it a true or false statement? It is a false statement. What is the bridge time? Like, this is a time when SLA is expected to be bridged if no action is taken. And planned end time is the estimated time when the task should be completed. So this is a false statement. Next question is, which is the correct role that allows you personalizing a list view on a ServiceNow instance? And the correct answer is personalize_list. Next question is, what is retroactive start in SLA? It is a very important concept in SLA. I have already explained in details in my SLA video, and that video is already on my channel. You can go and watch it after this video. You will be very clear about what is retroactive start in SLA and what is SLA itself. For this question, the correct option is the first one. It is used for attaching SLA from a particularly created date and time without attaching SLA on the open time. Next question is, can you change the number prefix from INC to IN for incident table? If yes, then which option is the correct? And if no, it is not possible. What is the correct answer? It is possible to change it. And the correct option is system definition. You will have to go number maintenance table. And that table name is the sys_number. Move to the next question. Enhanced notification preferences enable you to easily change your preferences and choose which notification you prefer, where and when you want to be notified. What options are available for users when setting their notification preferences in next experience? Select 3. You'll have to select 3 options out of 5. Read all options very carefully, and those correct options are the second one, enable or disable a particular channel for receiving notifications. Second correct option is the create, edit or delete notification channels for instant messages, emails, SMS and voice. And then the last option, create custom notification by subscribing to system notifications and applying desired conditions. So these three options are the correct options. Remember this. Next question is to access knowledge articles without login. The knowledge article must be in which state? Set to public, set to review, set to private or set to retire. And the correct answer is set to public. Next question is what can you do with a service catalog item once it is built? And the correct option is all the above. We'll have to do publish it in the service catalog, group in an order guide, show users questions and choices. So these all three options are the correct. So all of the above option will be the correct choice for this question. Next question is what do requesters see when they go to service catalog? And the correct option is the self-service items. Next question is where do you change the banner of the application? And the correct option is system properties and CSS properties. Next, if the default update set is marked complete, the system creates another update set named default1 and uses it as the default update set. So this is the correct option. Next question is which of the following modules are available to ITIL users by default? Read all options and the correct option is the incident, problem, change and service catalog. The last one is the correct one. These modules are available ITIL users by default. Next question is a new group has been created to access service catalog request. However, the group members are not able to access it. What is the best practice that should be followed to make sure the group members are able to access the request? And that best practice is assign catalog role to the group and then add users to the group. That is the very best practice. First option is the correct one. Next question is how do you get the categories on an incident and other table? And the correct option is go to the system definition and then choice list. First option is the correct one. Next question is all workflows absolutely must have a beginning and an end. Is it a true or false statement? It is a true statement because in ServiceNow all workflows must have a defined start and end point. Which among the following tables cannot be deleted? The correct answer is the base tables. For example, task cmdb_ci. Last one is the correct one. Next question is what is the search engine used while doing the global search in ServiceNow? Zing, Zen, Google search or TRX? And the correct option is the Zing. Zing is the internal search engine used by the ServiceNow to power the global search functionality. And the last question for this part is that ServiceNow automatically provides number for which tables? Incident problem, incident change knowledge, incident problem request, all of the above. And the correct option is all of the above. ServiceNow automatically generates unique number for various record types including incident, problem, change request, knowledge articles. So last option is the correct one. That's the end of part 8. By now, this entire series has already covered more than enough exam questions to help you clear the ServiceNow CX exam in one attempt. If you practice these questions seriously and revisit the series a few times, you will walk into the exam with strong confidence. If you find any answer that you think should be discussed or verified, feel free to mention in the comments. I will definitely look into it. If this series is helping you in your CSA preparation, please like the video and share it with everyone who are planning to take the CSA exam. Thanks for practicing along and I will see you in the next video.